Basketball fans disappointed by Caitlin Clark's comment about white privilege. Caitlin Clark made headlines Tuesday because of her photo for Time's Athlete of the Year cover. Roughly 24 hours later, she's trending on social media because of something she said during her conversation with the iconic magazine. Clark, the reigning Rookie of the Year, talked about bringing more fans to the WNBA. She acknowledged that her popularity has helped out women's basketball as a whole. The former Iowa star also addressed her race and how that has potentially played a role in her rise to stardom. Although she believes she earned all of her success, she claims she has benefited from white privilege. "I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege," Clark told Time. "A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has kind of been built on them. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible, I think it's very important. I have to continue to try to change that. The more we can elevate black women, that's going to be a beautiful thing." Once those comments from Clark made their way over to social media, it didn't take long for political commentators and basketball fans to bash her for bending the knee to her peers. "Look at this. She's on the knee all but apologizing for being white and getting attention," Megyn Kelly wrote on X, the self-flagellation. Though, oh, please pay attention to the black players who are RELY, the ones you want to celebrate. Condescending.
Fake.
Transparent.
Sad. Disappointing.
The WNBA broke her, TJ Moe said. "This is just sad." Caitlin Clark submits to the mob, Jerry Callahan commented. "And just like that, the bullies win. She just lost her core audience," another person declared. Clark has not addressed any of the criticism online, nor should she. There's nothing she can say right now that'll silence the noise. All Clark can do is be true to herself. If her comments about white privilege came from her heart, who are we to judge? Besides, Clark will still have plenty of people cheering her on next WNBA season. Caitlin Clark explains that white privilege feels weirdly like getting beat up by giant black lesbians. U.S. WNBA player Caitlin Clark explained in an interview with Time that she has been the beneficiary of white privilege, which strangely feels a lot like getting the crap kicked out of her by giant black lesbians. Though she admitted that white privilege was a bit of a nebulous term, Clark explained that she seemed to most often experience it as getting punched in the face or elbowed in the stomach. "The fact is, I clearly have experienced white privilege. No one else gets beat up routinely on national television by enormous black lesbians," explained Clark. "That's obviously a privilege that I have, being white. I recognize that this league was built by these gargantuan lesbians, and we must honor all the work they do punching me because of my skin color." Though sociologists stated that white privilege could manifest in many forms, they agreed that sometimes it does feel like getting shoved to the floor on a basketball court. "It feels different to different people," explained sociology professor Dr. Ray Adams. "For some, it may be that you do not have to worry about security at a store eyeing you suspiciously. For some, it's being wrestled to the ground and have your eyes poked by a 200-pound black lesbian. It's highly variable." At publishing time, the WNBA had reported excellent progress in its 10-step plan to becoming irrelevant again. Caitlin Clark is Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. Caitlin Clark is earning some recognition for her spectacular 2024. Even ahead of the Time Person of the Year announcement, the magazine did release its Athlete of the Year. It is no surprise that Caitlin received this honor. She's a breakout star of the WNBA, and you don't have to be a basketball fan to know that. After this year, Caitlin Clark needs no introduction. In 2024, Caitlin Clark enjoyed a breakout rookie season in the WNBA. The Indiana Fever player is also now friends with Taylor Swift, who has had a monumental year herself. Caitlin is now so famous within the world of sports that she has broken containment. Even people who've never voluntarily watched a minute of basketball know her name. On December 10th, alongside the polarizing shortlist for Time's 2024 Person of the Year, Time revealed that Caitlin Clark is the magazine's Athlete of the Year. The coverage includes how Caitlin's friend Taylor, who was Time's Person of the Year in 2023, showered her with gifts, praise, and encouragement. In addition to 4 bags of Eras Tour merch, Taylor praised Caitlin as an inspiration in a note. Among other things, The letter invited Caitlyn to attend a Chiefs game with Taylor and expressed excitement to watch Caitlyn play now that the Eras tour is over. Caitlin Clark has broad popularity, on and off the court. People are just going crazy that I'm there, Caitlyn commented after Taylor's fans all but mobbed her at the Eras tour. I thought people would be so in their own world, ready to see Taylor, she commented. And it was just completely the opposite. It's true that many Swifties have learned a great deal about the world of sports over the past year or so. However, Caitlyn's success on the court has translated into fame even beyond Taylor's massive sphere of influence. Not bad for a 22-year-old rookie. In fact, while it of course makes sense to highlight Taylor and Caitlyn's friendship, Caitlyn isn't getting Athlete of the Year because Taylor's rising tide lifts all boats, or whatever. She's a phenomenal athlete. And vitally, she's drawing attention to women in sports where, compared to male counterparts, women are underpaid and underappreciated. That, more than anything, is why people might know who she is without following basketball herself. She knows that she's not the only star athlete. I've been able to captivate so many people that have never watched women's sports, let alone women's basketball, and turn them into fans, Caitlyn acknowledged. I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege, she then affirmed. A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players, Caitlyn noted. This league has kind of been built on them,